Hi, my dear students. Good morning to all. This is Kritika. I'm handling 10th Standard Maths. I hope you and your family members are safe at home. Before entering into the session, I just want to share the motivational quotes. Look for something positive in each day, even if some days you have to look a little harder. Let's start the session. Exercise 8.1 First question. Find the range and coefficient of range of the following data. First subdivision 63, 89, 98, 125, 79, 108, 117, 68. So first of all we want to find the range and coefficient of range. Before going to the finding terms, we want to find that largest value and smallest value. If you see here, if you find the straightly means there is no problem, or otherwise you have to write in the ascending order. You find it which one is the smallest value, which one is the largest value. So first of all we want to write that largest value. So here the largest value is 125. Smallest value, that is 63. Then use the formula, that is range L minus S. So here the largest value is 125 minus smallest value is 63. So here we want to subtract 125 minus 63. So 5 minus 3, 2, 12 minus 6, we get 6. So here range value is 62. Then we want to find the coefficient of range. So coefficient of range equal to, formula is L minus S by L plus S. So here the L value is 125 minus 63 divided by 125 plus 63. So here we want to subtract and add. Already we subtracted, that is 62. So here we want to add, that means 5 plus 3, 8. 2 plus 6, 8. Here we have 1. So 188, that is 62 divided by 188. Here we want to cancel because the values are cancelled by 2 table. So if you cancel means that is 9 2s are 18, 4 2s are 8. Here also 3 2s are 6, 1 2 is 2. So again if you subtracted, divided means what number we can use? 31, 94. That is not possible. So straightly you have to divide. So if you divide means 31, 94. So keep the point and 0 because 31 is not divisible to 94. So 310, 310 is divisible by 94. So if you use means, if you multiple means 188 alone. If you want to multiple with a 3. So 94, 3, 9, 4, 4 3s are 12, 9 3s are 27, 28, 282. If you 4 means it will be greater. So 3 alone if you have take means 282. Again we want to subtract. So borrow from the near value. 10 minus 2, 8. Here 0, 0 minus 8 is not possible. So 2, it will be 10. So 28. If you 2 minus means 0 alone. 28 is not divisible by 94. So again keep 0. If you have that value is, that is 282 3 table. So if you multiple with the 2, 4 2s are 8, remaining 1, 9 2s are 18, 18 plus 1, 19. So 2. So again if you subtracted means 7. 10 minus 8, 2, 7 is not possible. So 17 minus 9 means we get 8. So 82, it will be going on. So after the decimal number we find 2 means it's enough. So the value of the coefficient of range value is 0.32. Coefficient of range equal to 0.32. For the first question, second subdivision, that is 43.5, 13.6, 18.9, 38.4, 61.4, 29.8. Here also we want to find the range and coefficient of range. Before going to that, we want to find that largest value and smallest value. Here also we want to find that. So largest value, smallest value. So here all the numbers are in the decimal. So you want to find that. So here the which one is the greatest one? That is 61.4. The smallest value is that is 13.6. So here we want to find that range. So range equal to L minus S. So here the largest value is 61.4 minus 13.6. So here we want to subtract. So 61.4 minus 13.6. So here we want to subtract means 4 minus 6. It is not possible. So borrow from the near number. So it will be 0. This one is 14. So 14 minus 6 means 8. The decimal point you want to write. 0 minus 3 it is not possible. So 5, 10. So 10 minus 3, 7. 5 minus 1, 4. So the value is 47.8. So range equal to 47.8. Then we want to find the coefficient of range. So coefficient of range formula is L minus S divided by L plus S. So here the value is L is 61.4 minus 13.6 divided by 61.4 plus 13.6. So here already we subtracted, the value is 47.8. If you add means that is 61.4 plus 13.6. So 6 plus 4, 10. Remaining 1. So the decimal point is there. So 4. 4 plus 1, 5. Here 6 plus 1, 7. So decimal after, if you 0 means the decimal also cancel if it will be a whole number. So the value is 75. Now we want to divide. So here we have to 47.8, 75. So here 2-digit number. So here also we can take 2-digit means 47 is not possible to divisible with for 75. Here the decimal is there. So if you take the decimal in the numerator, that is in the quotient, we get that value, that is 478. Then alone we have to divide. So 75 is divisible for the 478. So that means 75 into, if you find that is 6, if you multiple means 6 5s are 30, remaining 3, 6 7s are 42, 42 plus 3, 45. So here the value is 6 times we can take. If you subtract means 8, 2, 4 minus 4, 0. Already we keep the decimal. So right, 0 is taken. 280. So 75, it is multiple with the 3 means 3 5s are 15, balance 1. 7 3s are 21, 21 plus 1, 22. If you multiple with the 4 means it will be greater. 4 5s are 20, remaining 2. 7 4s are 28, 28 plus 2, 300. So we can take 3. So 225. So if you subtract means it will be take 7, 10, 5, 5. So it will be going on. So decimal after we find 2-digit number. So the value is 0.63. So therefore coefficient of range equal to 0.63. Second question. If the range and the smallest value of a set of data are 36.8 and 13.4 respectively, then find the largest value. So here we want to find the given data, that is given us here range given, smallest value also given. So range equal to, the first one is range, so the value is 36.8. then smallest value also given, that is 13.4. We want to find the largest value. So largest value is we want to find. So here the given data is range is given. So we know the formula, that is range equal to L minus S. Now we substitute the known values. So range we know that is 36.8 equal to largest value we didn't know. So L as it is you keep. Then S is we know that is smallest value 13.4. So here we want to find the L. So the remaining number is with the sign minus. So minus 13.4 is there. So it will be taken to the left hand side, means it will become plus. So 36.8 plus 13.4 equal to L. So now we want to add. So 36.8, 13.4. So if you add means 4 plus 8, 12. Remaining 1, the decimal number, so the decimal point will be down. So if you add means 6 plus 3, 9, 9 plus 1, 10. Remaining 1, 4, 4 plus 1, 5. So the largest value is 50.2. Third question, calculate the range of the following data. Here the data is in the income and the number of workers. Income in the class interval, that is 400 to 450, 450 to 500, 500 to 550, 550 to 600, 600 to 650. For this income, here we have the number of workers, that is 8, 12, 30, 21, 6. Here we want to calculate the range. So for the range, we want to choose the class interval. Don't take the frequency. That is for the number of workers we didn't take. We have to take the class interval. For the range, we want to find the largest value and smallest value. So for the largest value, we know that which is one is the highest one. 650 is the highest one. So we choose largest value. Here we have the smallest value that have the twisted. So you have to check the number of workers. Here we have a 0. Before example, we have the 0, that is 16 to 8. 18 in that box, the work is 0. Like that, we have to take that 18 as the smallest value. We didn't take the 16 as the smallest value. So here we have the number of workers is 8. So the smallest value is 400. So we want to write the largest value. Largest value equal to 650. Then smallest value is 400. So range formula is L minus S. So the largest value is 650 minus 400. So here we want to subtract 650 minus 400. 0 minus 0, 0. 5 minus 0, 5. 6 minus 4, 2. So the value is 250. So therefore the range equal to 250 for the grouped data. Next, we're going to find the standard deviation for the ungrouped data. For the ungrouped data, there are 4 methods. That is direct method, mean method, assumed mean method, step deviation method. For the grouped data, there are 3 terms, that is mean method, assumed mean method, step deviation method. So first of all, we want to see the ungrouped data. So for this direct method, the formula is sigma equal to root of summation xi squared by n minus summation xi by n the whole squared. For the mean method, sigma equal to root of summation di squared by n. Here di is represented as xi minus x bar. If you subtracted means we find that di. Here I is represented as 1, 2, 3 etc. up to n. Then assumed mean method is sigma equal to root of summation di squared by n minus summation di by n the whole squared. Step deviation method is sigma equal to c into root of summation di squared by n minus summation di by n the whole squared. Here c is represented as common divisor of d, that is xi minus a. Here a is assumed value. So we can use any of the above methods for the finding standard deviation. So standard deviation க்கு இந்த 4 மெத்தட்ல எந்த மெத்தட் வேணாலும் we can use. But in question they mention suppose you have to use the step deviation method, use the direct method, use mean method, use assumed mean method, like that they mention means you have to use that formula. So now we have to move on to the example, then how to solve this type of standard deviation for the ungrouped data. Example 8.4. The number of televisions sold in each day of a week are 13, 8, 4, 9, 7, 12, 10. So here we want to find the standard deviation. So standard deviation they mentioned, they didn't mention that this method. So here we can use the direct method. So for the ungrouped data, we want to find the standard deviation by using the direct method. So direct method formula is what? That is sigma equal to root of summation xi squared by n minus summation xi by n the whole squared. So here we want to find the summation xi and also summation xi the squared. So for that, using the tabular column, that is here you have to find the two columns, that is the summation xi and summation xi the whole squared. Summation means that is addition. So here we have the xi term, that is xi we want to find, then xi squared we want to find, then alone we want to adding. So here the xi means that is nothing but here we have the given data is there, that is for the each day of a week the television is there. So here have to write 13, 8, 4, 9, 7, 12, 10. Then here we have a xi squared. So squared means we want to square the terms. So square means that is what? 13 squared. 13 squared we want to write 13 into 13. So 13 13s are 169. Then 8. 8 8s are 64. 4 4s are 16. 9 9s are 81. 7 7s are 49. 12 12s are 144. 10 10s are 100. So now we want to find the summation of the xi and summation of the xi squared. So that means here we have to summation, that is summation xi, here summation xi the squared. So then only we want to substitute in the formula. So here summation means we want to add the terms. So here we want to add 7 plus 2 9, 9 plus 9 18, 18 plus 4 that is 22, 22 plus 8 30, 30 plus 3 33. So remaining is 3. 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 1 5, 5 plus 1 6. Likewise here also we want to add. So see here 9 plus 1 10, 6 plus 4 10. So 10 plus 10 20, 29, 29 plus 4 33, balance 3. So here we have a 6 plus 6 12, 12 plus 1 13, 13 plus 3 16, 16 plus 8 24, 28, then 32. Remaining is 3 4 5 6. So if you add means 623. If you know straightly means you have write like this, or otherwise you have to add 2 by 2 or 3 3 like that. By using the rough column you have to add. Now we want to substitute in the formula. So here we have the formula, that is sigma equal to root of summation xi squared by n minus summation xi by n the whole squared. Ma'am, here what is that n, ma'am? N nothing but here we have the grouped data, that is ungrouped data values are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So here we have the n term is n7. So now we want to substitute. So root of summation xi squared. So summation xi squared we find, that is 623 divided by 7 minus, likewise here summation xi we know that 63 divided by 7 the whole squared. So now here we want to, if you want cancel the term means here itself cancel, or otherwise we have to divide and subtract. So here we can cancel, here also we can cancel, we have to check. So 7 table if you means 8 sevens are 56, remaining 6, 63 is 9. So we know that that is cancelled by that is root of, if you cancel 1 7 is 7, 8 sevens are 56, balance 6, 63 is 9. So here the value is 89 minus, here if you cancel 1 7 is 7, here 9 sevens are 63. So 9 squared, because here square is there, 1 square means that is 1. So 9 square divided by 1 means same 9 square. So write straightly. So root of 89 minus 9 square means 81, because 9 nines are 81. Then root of 8. So root of 8, if you know means you have to done, because for the standard deviation we have to accurate, that is approximate value we want to give one. So that we have to use the long division method, because the square root is there, we want to take that square root. So 8, by using the long division method we can find the square root value for 8. So that means we know the square tables, 2 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9, like that. So here we have a 8 is there, 2 2s are 4 alone we have to take. So remaining is 4. That means here we want to multiple, so 4 is there. Here if you point put means we have to add 2 0. For the long division we have to write 2 numbers. If you spell down means also we have to write the 2 numbers alone. So 400 is there. So 400 means if you point here we have a write 8 means so 8 means 8 8s are 64, balance 6. Then 8 4s are 32, 32 plus 6 38. So 8 is there, so 384. Then if you subtracted means here we have 3 9 10, 10 minus 4 6, 9 minus 8 1. Again if you want means point, then 0 0, because 2 0. If you know means you have to write, or otherwise you have to write till 2.8. Because if you have multiple again means that is 8 alone you have to multiple with the 2 means we get 96. So it will be going on. So the approximate value for root 8 is root, this is the approximate symbol, so root sigma equal to 2.8 or otherwise 2.83. If you write 2.8 also write by correct alone, but you didn't put approximate value because we didn't complete the long division method. So if you completed means we get that approximate value. If you didn't know up to this alone, you have to know means you have to stop this one. The mark will be given full mark. Example 8.5. The amount of rainfall in a particular season for 6 days are given as 17.8 centimeter, 19.2 centimeter, 16.3 centimeter, 12.5 centimeter, 12.8 centimeter and 11.4 centimeter. Find its standard deviation. Here also we want to find the standard deviation by using any method. So already we have seen the direct method. Here we can use the mean method. So if you move on to the mean method means we want to write that season, that is for the 6 days are given. We have to arrange in the ascending order. So here we want to arrange that ascending order. So the numbers are 11.4, 12.5, 12.8, 16.3, 17.8 and 19.2. Here number of observation is 6 because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 days they given. So n equal to 6. So here we can use the mean method. So mean method if you use means the formula is sigma equal to root of summation di squared by n. Here di represent as xi minus x bar. So here x bar mean all if you mention means x bar we want to find. So x bar is that is sum of observation divided by number of observation. So here we want to find that x bar. So sum of observation means here we have the observation for 6 observation is there. So that is 11.4 plus 12.5 plus 12.8 plus 16.3 plus 17.8 plus 19.2 divided by number of observation is 6. So here we want to add. So that means we want to write 11.4, 12.5, 12.8, 16.3, 17.8, 19.2. So if you want to add 8 plus 2, 10, 10 plus 3, 13, 13 plus 8, 21, 21 plus 5, that is 26, 30. So remaining 3 decimal point we want to keep. Now we want to add this one. 9 plus 7, 16, 16 plus 6, 22, 24, 26, 26, 27, 30, balance 3. So here we want to add 3 plus 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So decimal after if you have 0 means the decimal will be cancel. So 90 divided by 6. So here we can cancel by using the 3 table or 6 table. So 6 table if you use means 1 6 is 6. Here also we want to use 1 6 is 6. Remaining 3, 30. 5 6 are 30. So x bar equal to 15. So that means we want to make the tabular column. So here we have to find the tabular column, that is xi, di and di squared. So di we know the formula, that is xi minus x bar. Already we find x bar, that is 15. So here the xi are 11.4, 12.5, 12.8, 16.3, 17.8, 19.2. Here we have to subtract that means 11 point xi is here xi the first value is 11.4 minus 15, that means 15.0. If you subtract means this is on the greater one, so already we know that the minus sign will be keep. Then if you subtract means that is 15.0 minus 11.4 means the borrow terms are 10. Here we have 4, 10 minus 4, 6, point 4 minus 1, 3, 1 minus 1, 0. So minus 3.6. Here di squared. So di squared means we want to multiple the di. So here we have the minus sign is there. So minus 3.6 minus 3.6 is there. So 6 6 are 36. Balance 3. 6 3 are 18. 18 plus 3, that is 21. Then into 3 6 3 are 18. Remaining 1. 3 these are 9. 10. So if you add means 6, 9, 2, 1. So before we have a 1 decimal is there. Here also we have a 1 decimal. So totally 2 numbers is there. So 2 number before we want to keep the decimal. So minus into minus plus. So 12.96. Likewise here also we want to subtract, that is 12.5 minus 15.0. So here also the greater one is minus 15. So minus is there. If you subtract means we get 2.5. You have to use the rough column and subtract and squared. Here I have written the straightly 12.8 minus 15.0. If you subtract means minus 2.2. Then 16.3 minus 15.0. Here 16.3 is greater one. So the sign is positive. If you subtract means 1.3. Then 17.8 minus 15.0 means if you subtract means 2.8. Then 19.2 minus 15.0 if you subtract means 4.2. Here we want to square the terms. So minus 2.5 if you square means that is 6.25. 2.2 if you square means 4.84. 1.3 if you square means 1.69. 2.8 if you square means 7.84. Then 4.2 if you square means 17.64. Then we want to add. So we want to add means here we have the terms is that is summation di squared is that is in the formula. So here we want to add this one. So don't need to square the add the di. So summation di squared equal to, if you add these terms, that is if you add by the 1 by 1 column, you want to add means the value is 51.22. Then by using the formula, we want to find the standard deviation. So the standard deviation formula is that is sigma equal to root of summation di squared divided by n. So root of, here the summation di squared is 51.22. 51.22 divided by 6. So here we can cancel by using the 6 table, that is here we can cancel means root of, that is 1 6 is 6. If you cancel means 8 6 are 48. So 48 means remaining 3 32. So 32 means 5 6 are 30. Here the decimal is there, so point. So 3 again, sorry 2. Then we want to use that 3 6 are 18. So remaining is going on. So decimal after, if you know have the two numbers means it's enough. So 8.53. Here also we want to find the long division, that is square root of 8.53. By using the long division method we can solve 8.53. Here we have the first number we have taken 2 numbers. If you have the 4-digit number means 2 we have to taken. If we have the odd numbers means that is 3-digit number means 1 2 we have to taken. So we have to use the square table. நல்லா ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க, ரூட் ஆஃப் 8.53 அப்படின்னா நமக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணுற மெத்தட் வந்து லாங் டிவிஷன் மெத்தட், ஃபேக்டரைசேஷன் மெத்தட், ரெண்டு மெத்தட் இருக்குது. ஃபேக்டரைசேஷனில் போடும்போது நமக்கு ரூட் கண்டினியூ ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும். ஃபார் தட் அலோன் வி ஹாவ் யூஸ் த லாங் டிவிஷன் மெத்தட். லாங் டிவிஷன் மெத்தட் போடும்போது நம்ம ஸ்கொயர் ரூட் மெத்தட்லேயே போட்டிங்க அப்படின்னாவே இட் வில் பி ஈஸி. ஸோ 2 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9. So 2 alone we can take. So 4 means, subtract means 4, the decimal point it will be move on to the top, then 53 will be get down. Here we have a 4 is there, so if you multiple, so 49 if can use that is 9 means 9 9s are 81, 8 9 4s are 36, 36 plus 8 means 44. So here we can 9 is there use, so 441. So if you subtract means 2 1, 12 is there. So again if you point means it will be moving on. So we can stop 2.9. So hence here the value is 2.9. So sigma is, the approximate value is 2.9. டியர் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ், இங்கே நமக்கு வந்து டிஃபிகல்ட்லாம் கிடையாது. மீன் மெத்தடு, டைரக்ட் மெத்தட் அப்படிங்கும்போது, டைரக்ட் மெத்தட் அப்படின்னா ஸ்ட்ரைட்டாக நம்ம சம்மேஷன் மட்டும்தான் பண்ணுவோம். தென் சின்ன சின்ன ஸ்கொயர் டேர்ம்ஸில் ஈஸியாக முடிஞ்சிடும். மீன் மெத்தட் அப்படிங்கும்போது எக்ஸ்ட்ராவாக எக்ஸ் பார் கண்டுபிடிப்போம், அதை சப்ராக்ட் பண்ணி தென் ஸ்கொயர் பண்ணணும். டெசிமல் நம்பர் அப்படிங்கிறனால கொஞ்சம் உங்களுக்கு அந்த இது கன்ஃபியூஷன் வரும் மல்டிப்ளிகேஷனுக்கு. ஸோ டெசிமல் நம்பரை கரெக்டாக பார்த்து வைங்க. அடிஷனாக இருந்தால் தான் ஸ்ட்ரைட்டாக வரும். மல்டிப்ளிகேஷனாக இருந்துச்சுன்னா 2 நம்பருக்கு முன்னாடி 1 நம்பருக்கு முன்னாடி we have to think and keep the decimal point. Then we want to find using the formula. Then square rootக்கு long division method போட்டிங்க அப்படின்னா ரொம்பவே ஈஸியாக இருக்கும். ஸோ by using by yourself, நீங்களாவே போடுங்க. ஒரு 4-5 லாங் டிவிஷன் மெத்தடை நீங்களாவே ட்ரையல் பண்ணி பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா தான் லாங் டிவிஷன் மெத்தட் உங்களுக்கு ரிமெம்பரில் வரும். பிகாஸ் யூ ஹவ் சீன் in the 8th standard 9th standard ஆல்சோ லாங் டிவிஷன் மெத்தட். ஸோ இந்த மெத்தடை நீங்கள் ஃபாலோ பண்ணிட்டு வந்தீங்கன்னா மட்டும்தான் இந்த சம்மெல்லாம் ரொம்பவே ஈஸியாக இருக்கும். ஓகே ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ், டுடே செஷன் இஸ் ஓவர். ரைட் யுவர் CW neatly. Okay dears, thank you.